I went into this film with dogshit expectations. Every time I saw the trailer, I just rolled my eyes because it looked like another film that was trying really hard to be light-hearted by having tons of forced humor and comedy. And I've never played Dungeons & Dragons in my entire life. My D&D knowledge comes from Stranger Things. So between the crappy trailers and the lack of intrigue and knowledge in the D&D mythology made me have zero plans on seeing this film until the reviews came out, and then I had to go see the film for myself. I actually enjoyed this film a bit more than I expected to, I'm not gonna lie. What can I say? I'm a sucker for a film that concentrates primarily on being a good time, and that I'd say is the main strength of Dungeons & Dragons. As cheesy as it sounds, it's the film's spirit that really excels, and it took a while, but I eventually just kind of got won over by how feel good the film was, and how you can just tell everyone was having a good time making it. And everyone was just committed to just making an enjoyable film. It's a pretty cliched fantasy film, and you've seen these kind of characters and these kind of storylines about 416 times before. Narrative cliches, predictability, the whole lot. But as always, as long as the film's enjoyable and well done, it's okay. I mean, I didn't love the film. I wouldn't say you have to rush out and see it in cinemas if you haven't already. In fact, my number one concern about the film was the comedy. I thought it was going to be like a Michael Bay Transformers film where it was just non-stop comedy and they just never take the foot off the gas as far as the humour is concerned. And yeah, there's a lot of attempts at humour in here. Sometimes it didn't work. In fact, quite a few times it didn't work. But it never had me rolling my eyes or face palming and just hating my existence sitting in that cinema seat, which is exactly how I expected to feel when seeing the trailer. There were a couple of lines that actually did make me chuckle, but generally speaking, the comedy in the film, meh. My personal favourite part about the film were the action scenes. They were really enjoyable. Some of them were surprisingly creative. There's one sequence that involved the characters doing something with a convoy. That's all I'm going to really say. That scene was awesome. I really enjoyed what they did with that. It wasn't really until the finale where the characters enter the games and they have also the big fight with the evil witch at the end where I realised, you know what, yeah, I'm actually enjoying this film. Up until then, I was like, yeah, the film was okay, but nothing worth running home about. But it was just seeing the characters teaming up, using their powers, fighting the witch, and just the personalities coming through. I was like, yeah, this film's a good time. I ended up enjoying the characters. Michelle Rodriguez didn't piss me off for once. Am I going to rush to revisit this film anytime soon? No, probably not. But given how bad I thought it looked from the trailer and how I had zero intention in seeing it, I'm just really surprised at how enjoyable this film was. Is this a good and accurate Dungeons & Dragons feature film? I have no idea and I don't care. All I wanted from this film was to be surprised that it wasn't terrible and in the process give me an enjoyable fantasy adventure. And the film delivered on that. Moral of the story of Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves: don't judge a film entirely by its trailer.